Okay, good morning, everybody. I think it's September 1st, and I think it's day 35 for me. Uh, I'm up nice and early, and it gets light later now, so kind of, I don't know, I guess it's good for me. I need the rest, but I like getting up early and getting moving. Everybody else was still at the tent site or in the shelter. Sometimes I feel a little bad because I'm rummaging around while everybody's sleeping, but that's the way the whole night goes anyways. There was 4 of us in the shelter, and we all have different moments during the night where we're shifting around in our sleeping bags and on our sleeping mats, and it's always making a lot of noise, but I slept okay. My pack is super light, super light. This is the lightest it's probably ever been. You want to know why? There's no food in it. I have absolutely no food left. I ate my last meal last night about 6 o'clock, so it's been about 12 hours since I ate, and the only thing edible in my pack are some Advil, a few BC powder packets, and I have like some Propel packets to flavor my water, put some electrolytes in there, but that's it. And I know this bothers some people, but look, I'm going to be at resupply in like less than 3 hours. I'm probably down to maybe 2.5, and so it's working out pretty good. You don't want to be carrying around too much spare food, and this is cutting it a little too close. Like I would have liked to have a Snickers this morning, or some biscuits and gravy would have been awesome, but I am completely 100% out. Just give you a quick rundown of what the day is going to be. I have 10 miles to get to Route 9, which I can get picked up there to go into Bennington, and I made a reservation at this place called, oh man, I can't remember the name, like Cottonwood Motel or something like that, or but the people sound really cool, and I get a private room. I get to check in early. They're going to pick me up probably at 9 or 9:30, which is, there's no other place that'll, like, I could stay at the Hampton Inn, but they're not going to come and get me, and they're not going to let me check in at 10 in the morning. And these guys will probably give me a ride, maybe over to Walmart or into town or whatever. So it's a good deal to stay at some of these little motels or hostels because they come with benefits. So that's the plan though, and I'm gonna ice the hell out of my elbow, and yeah, that's probably literally true. There's a lot of heat in there, and I'm gonna ice everything else too. My knees, my ankles, my feet, especially my feet. I gotta tend to that blister a little bit, see what's going on there, and I'm gonna eat like crazy. This might just be like, once I get into town and actually buy my food, it just may be a day of nonstop eating. It never turns out that way. Like, this is what you fantasize about when you're 3 hours from food and you haven't eaten since last night, but I just imagine that I'm going to eat all day long. Okay, I'll catch you up on the stove situation. So last night I walked into the Goddard shelter, which was the end of my day, and there's this guy sitting there next to the shelter smoking weed. There's plenty of weed out on the trail, so it doesn't surprise me. It never bothers me. And it's actually legal in most of these states. I think it's legal in Maine, not legal in New Hampshire or something like that, and then legal in Vermont. But so he's sitting there, and I come up, say hi to him and everything, and I say, hey, do you use a stove? And he's like, no, I don't use one, man. I cold soak everything. So there's a lot of people out here that they don't want the weight of a stove, so they just cold soak their food, which to me is unbearable. Like the pleasantness of a hot meal at least once a day is, I would just say, a must for me. Not to mention that I get cold when I stop, and so when I cook up that hot meal, it helps me it just helps my body. Anyway, so I start to tell him like, I basically broke my stove, and I have plenty of gas. And he goes, oh, I've got a stove. He's, I just don't use it. I've been waiting to send it home because I never use it. He goes, you can have it. You can have the stove. Is you're doing me a favor. Is now I don't have to worry about trying to figure out how to send it home. I've been carrying around this damn thing, and I keep meaning to send it home. So I was like, all right, awesome. And I hooked that thing up and cooked up my last meal last night, and cooked up the Last Supper, and that was just for Mom. And the thing was awesome. Like I hate to say it, but it might be better than my Jetboil. So I bought a stove for $10 last night, and I'm all set. Final video, at least on trail today, for this morning. Maybe I'll do more later when I'm in the motel or whatever. But pretty little scene here before I hop off trail, and I'm on my way to the parking lot. I got about 10 minutes to make point 2, which is easy. Let's see, where's my parking lot? Okay, here I am at the Catamount Motel. This place is great. It may not look like much, but I'm telling you, you can't beat this place. Is $55 plus tax, $60 total. I'm in room 9. I'll give you the, it's got 2 beds in there, spread out, do whatever I want. Mostly rest, but I just went to a little gas station over there. It's right next door, and got a bunch of crap because there's nothing good to eat there, but it'll hold me over till I get a shower and get cleaned up a little bit, and then I'm out on the town and I might get something good. Oh yeah. Here's my accommodations for the night, and you can see, I mean, it comes with a fridge, microwave, coffee maker. I don't need any of that stuff, but well, the fridge is nice. I've just put my Coke and iced tea in there, and I got a bunch of junk food. I'll probably put the chocolate in there and make it a... Anyways, this place is awesome. It's really clean. Man, for 55, I don't think you can beat it. All right. Here's a update on the guns. Just kidding. Here's an update on the elbow. It doesn't look too bad there, right? Doesn't look too bad. Looks a little weird there. So I still have like this tangerine, or it's like a little cutie. It's like one of those orange cuties right on the back of my elbow. I wish it would go away, but I haven't put ice on it yet. I think that'll help a lot. It doesn't hurt at all, so it's a little tight there. But anyways, I know you're admiring the guns. Danielle love this. But yeah, so that's the status on the elbow. Hopefully it'll be down lower today. Some ice. Okay. Look at this bomb that I'm about to put inside of me. It's gonna be so good. I'm at this place called Avocado Pit, and I think it's gonna be really good. So here's Main Street in Bennington. I really like this town. I've walked around it. There's this pub and restaurant that I'm probably going to go to. It's probably can't see it, but it's right over there, kind of in the center of the screen. So I'll walk down here later on and do that. But this is a really nice town. All right, I'll give you a quick wrap up for the day. I'm not going to put the camera on me just because I'm exhausted and I feel like I look so tired that might scare people. Anyways, my foot's underneath the covers here with a big old block of ice on it. I already iced one foot and now I'm icing the other. And iced my elbow earlier, put some anti-inflammatory lotion on it. I got so much done today, I can't even tell you. I had huge lunch that at the Avocado Pit. I just had a humongous
dinner, but it's raining out, and I had to walk half mile down, half mile back up the hill, a little over half mile, and but it was worth it. But I'm so glad not to be in some shelter or in my tent tonight, just getting dumped on. It would be miserable out there. There's all my gear. All the food that I bought today is in the Dollar General, is right there, and I don't have much to cook with, but I have a lot of like peanuts and things like that to eat and hold me over. I'll probably get more supplies in either a day or 2 days. I'm not sure if I'll get stuff in North Adams, which is in Massachusetts. So I should cross into Massachusetts tomorrow. All my gear, almost all of it, is sort of laid out over there. I dried just about everything I own. My tent is, I just hung it up. It didn't need much drying, but I figured I might as well just get everything dried out. My pack had an issue, so I repaired that, and it's really interesting because it was starting to hurt my shoulders. Your shoulders really don't bear much weight; it's all on your hips, and but my frame was poking through the bottom, which means that it's not riding on my hips where it should be, and I fixed that problem, so that's good. Uh, we talked about the stove; it's good to go. Back flush my water filter. There's all my drugs over there that keep me going, mainly Advil, or cheap Advil. And I bought a new pair of glasses, so the ones that I found in the woods are a little too powerful for me, and so I bought some. I think they're either 1.25s or 1.5s today at Dollar General. But yeah, I am pretty solid for tomorrow. The rain stops, supposed to stop, forecasted for um, 8, right around 8, and I'm going to show at 8:15, so it's going to be perfect, and I'll probably try to do somewhere around a 20-mile day. I don't know. We'll see how it works out. Hopefully the sun comes out, and it's a beautiful day, and I lucked out on being here all night for a major storm. All right. See you in the morning.